This is Kate Beckinsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
BaconBit!
Oh, man.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to a very special episode. Of
Very
Baconsale.
special indeed.
Yes,
Very.
More pepper. I'm Joel.
I'm Ken.
And Jacob.
Hey, calm down, Jake.
I'm excited for you
Take it
guys.
easy.
So, guys, this is a very special BaconBit because we met Kate Beckinsale, everybody.
Oh, my God. Are you guys serious?
Yes, we did. You weren't
Wait.
there?
Well, I know the day was
Why
kind
didn't
of
you
a blur.
invite me? Oh, my gosh.
We almost didn't.
Yeah. But we decided in the end that you were worthy of coming.
You're kind of part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice of you.
Well, let's jump into it, gentlemen. So, first of all, we really just want to say thank you.
Thank you,
Because
thank you.
we could have not done this without the help of a bunch of different people. And so we wanted to take a moment to thank those who gave us donations.
And I really want to say, even though the GoFundMe account was a little bit ridiculous, you guys believed
little
in
bit.
us a little bit.
Only a little. It was only a little ridiculous.
But I think what it did was kind of help us kind of come together to invest in the show, because we've been doing the show for about a year now.
Yeah, we're coming up on our year soon.
And honestly, like, we're not even kidding. Like, thank you for just kind of hoping for a good story or just giving us a pat on the back or whatever.
Yeah, because
whatever this is for.
This is a hobby. Like, really,
Yeah.
we're not making any money doing this yet. Jacob's still getting that, working on that Disney
working
Cruise
on it.
sponsorship.
We're working on
Taco
it.
Bell.
Taco Bell,
Maverick.
Disney Cruise. Are you ready for adventure?
Baconsale.
But really, when I got done with Saturday, when we were at Salt Lake Comic Con, I just thought to myself, no matter what else happens with this podcast, this was amazing and this was worth all of the effort. Because believe it or not, we do put some effort into the show.
A little bit.
Of creating this show.
I think they know that. Hopefully.
Really? Because with all my edits, we're like, that's where we sneezed.
Yeah. So we want to take a moment and thank people, and we did make an arrangement where anyone who donated more than $20 to our GoFundMe would get a song from me, which I didn't agree to, but I'm doing it apparently.
I think it was a mistake.
I'm so excited to hear this.
I think
to
it
put
was
it at $20 because a lot of people gave 19 on purpose.
I saw that, and I was like, well, that kind of
It
backfired.
really
didn't
is
it?
funny that people did that.
That's why you need to
numerous
insult me.
people.
I would
give
donate
19.
25 or even 50, but you guys would sing me a song. So no,
Who
thank
wouldn't
you.
want that
Exactly.
though? I mean, I don't understand. Like,
a
what's
lot of
the harm?
people. So
A lot of people.
Joel, what have you done to
even
them?
my own wife, $19.
Hey, thanks for
You should
donating,
sing her a
Joel.
song anyway.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump to it.
So let's we're gonna begin by thanking those who don't get a personalized song by giving them kind of a general song. So
But we love you regardless.
we do love you, and so we're gonna start this up right now. We're gonna do it in reverence and awe. Who wants to start out?
Jake, start
start.
us off.
First, thank you, Jill Bowers, for being a great writer and donating to helping Baconsale meet Beckinsale.
She was our first donor.
The very first.
she broke the ice.
She said, you guys are hilarious. Good luck.
Yes, she
but then
did.
on Facebook said, you probably shouldn't donate to these guys, but I think this is a funny idea. So thank you, Jill. Thank
all right.
you to Bethany Gordon for donating to our cause.
Yeah, and being patient with us as she basically lives with this podcast all the time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pamela Stevens, who wrote "Silly Boys." You're never going to hear this because you tell us all the time you don't listen to the show. But thank you for donating regardless.
Thank you, Jeff Clark, who said, I'd triple my contribution if you guys were meeting Emma Watson.
Or Kate Middleton. He's also a big fan.
Okay, so we'll have to keep trying, I guess. Thank you to Mark Welling, who's been on the show a few times.
He has
Twice.
He's donated not only money, but a butt pad as well.
a butt pad, a VIP butt pad. Thank you, Marcus Moss, my cousin.
Well, don't say that. Then it seems like we're keeping it in the family.
A lot of this is in the
Yeah,
family,
it's
but
true.
Marcus is a great guy. He's been a fan of the show for a long time. I really appreciate his support, both monetarily and emotionally. Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you, Matt Hathaway. Do we know Matt? Do we know Matt?
He's a listener.
He's
He
a
is
listener.
the listener.
Matt, thank you for being a listener.
Yeah.
And donating.
Thank you to the Disneylandy podcast, more specifically, Andy and Aaron Oliverson. They donated a good amount, and they said, hope it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
And it was.
It was magical. We'll talk about it more later. Thank you, Tess Woodward, who said, I want this to happen so much. Tess, so did we. And it did. And it did happen.
Thank you, Autumn Root, for donating generously.
Yes. And she actually is a friend of mine, a neighbor, and is a big fan of the show. And she actually doesn't want me to say family friendly as much as I do.
Yeah, neither do I. I'm right there with you, Autumn. Thank you to Melanie Ott. Now, I know Melanie donated $19. I'm saying that because she didn't do it because she didn't want a song.
Oh.
Because it's actually a special number from a Stephen King series called The Dark Tower.
Oh.
It is a very sacred and special number. So thank you, Melanie.
Wow. Thank you, Jill Reese, for donating and for having a last name that's close to a candy that I love.
Mini piece of Reese.
Thank you, Joanna McKay.
It's Mackie. It's Mackie.
It's Mackie?
Yeah.
Oh, Mac. Really?
Yeah.
I guess you would know.
Keep it in the family.
Who said that the first
can just
one,
say it.
the
Yeah,
first
just read
one
it.
who
It's
said,
good.
quote, I donated 19 instead of 20 because I didn't want to be sung to on the air. I'm very shy. Good luck, guys. Hope you meet your goal. I think that was really nice, actually.
was.
And she's a big fan of you because of the Oscar show.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah?
Joanna.
She's got good taste? Oh, I'm really
I'll
sorry.
sing
gosh.
to you.
I'm sorry I'm botching your
Even
name.
though you don't want me to.
Thank you to Kendall Eliason. I know Kendall. I hope I got his last name right. He also donated 19. And he said, after I listened to two guys show that they lacked basic knowledge of sports, I knew I had to help. Maybe if you threaten to sing to those who donate less than 20, you'd receive more money.
Yeah.
Good luck in your quest.
He's
Thanks,
got a point
Kendall.
there. Thank you. Bethany
Perfect.
Hilton.
It really is.
Thank you. You were so close. She said, she sounds beautiful. And she said, you were so close to $300, and I could help you reach it without having to be sung to. How could I not?
Because I'm sure you sing to her all the time.
I think this is, I love this listener, whoever she is.
Thank you, Matt Edwards, who donated very generously as well. Thanks for donating and helping us reach this very, very special
We
goal.
went a little longer out of music.
Yeah, it's true. And thank you to Wade Mortensen.
Yes.
Who we actually, I've met him a few times, but we met and got to hang out with him at the con. Mm-hmm. He's super nice and very supportive of the show.
And he also helped us out
Yes.
in a way we'll talk about soon.
Yes, you will
But-
come into the story.
But let's get to the stupid songs.
All right, I'm excited for this.
This is stupid. This is
Should
stupid.
we say how much we raised?
Oh, yeah. How much was the final total?
So final total was $343.
Wow.
Our goal was $500. But hey. We actually got passes donated as well.
So that would have taken us, I mean,
Two
considering the
3-day passes.
Two multi-day passes, that would have put us at math.
At math,
I don't know how much they
Very
are.
close to our goal.
No, about $450.
Wow.
And so
Seriously, that's amazing.
the only thing we missed out on was we did not make the Kevin Bacon cardboard cutout.
No, but we did get Drew, who made us, since he said I wasn't able to donate, but he actually photoshopped Kevin Bacon into the photo.
Yes.
So go check out our Facebook page. It's there. It's hilarious. The
is.
picture's great. Kevin Bacon looks like a redhead.
Well done.
But,
Kind of perfect.
All right, Joel,
All right.
let's hear this.
So let's go ahead and do the special thank yous to, this is so stupid.
It's so stupid, but I
This is
love
so
it.
stupid.
We love it. This is going to be great.
We're gonna okay. First of all, I'll sing to Leanna House, and this is in the style of Rosanna by Toto. So I will play this now. This is so stupid. Her charity helped us to meet Kate, Leanna, yeah. She's related to Kent, but she's still pretty great. Kate and I almost touched.
You guys did
Thank
touch.
you very much. Leanna, yeah. Kate and I almost touched.
That just keeps
Thank
going.
you very much. Leanna, yeah. There you go.
You're dancing. And by the way, that song became more about you and Kate almost touching, which is probably like twice the length of the other part of the song.
I know, but the thing is, they just repeat the same thing over
And then
and
he
over
said,
again.
Leanna, yeah.
They didn't say they were going to be good songs.
I like it. I like
All
it.
right. Next up, actually, there's a pair. I combined two listeners together who donated $2.
Kind of unfair. I would have made a song for each of you.
Except they're my brothers, and so I gave them a little extra long song. This is to Mike Hilton and to Spencer Hilton, and it's to the tune of Paul Revere by the Beastie Boys.
Oh, I cannot wait.
This is so stupid.
Now, here's a little story I'd like to tell about two of my brothers I know so well. It started way back in history with Joey and Spencer and little Mikey. They both gave some money to our GoFundMe, even though I told them not to because I felt sleazy. I give them high fives, but they didn't ask their wives. Now their spouses are ticked and they're brandishing knives.
There you go.
Oh my gosh!
I know the Beastie Boys are white, but you made them even more white.
I was trying to do the whiny, because the whiny voice in Paul Revere is what makes it awesome. So
That kind of made my day, Joel.
Now, here's a little story.
oh, that's better. I should have gone higher
Is it?
pitched.
Okay.
Yeah, you should hear it. That's actually what it is. This is so stupid.
This is great. How many more are there?
There's two more.
If you guys want to skip ahead to the 15-minute mark, we'll talk about Cape Beckinsale.
I'm going to pimp you guys
You'd
out
be
once in a
crazy
while.
to do that.
So stupid. There's going to be a supercut of me saying that at the end of this, isn't there? Yeah. All right. So this next one, we got an anonymous donor who apparently didn't want to be known.
Wow.
So I created a song for Anonymous to the tune of Deliver Us by Prince of Egypt.
Oh, my gosh.
Anonymous, here are thanks, Anonymous. You don't want the praise or fame, yet helped us just the same. Anonymous, we're trying to not make a fuss. Anonymous, you are the man or woman. I don't know who it was.
Oh, yeah, you held that one too. Yeah, I'm with it.
That was really good.
That was really stupid.
Is that the last
Anonymous.
song?
No, gosh dang it. So there's one more, and I couldn't come up with anything better. And Kent was like, "No, you got to go with this."
Oh, yeah, I know this
and
one.
it's stupid. But Rex Phillips was very generous in his donation as well. So he's going to get a song. I'm not going to say the tune. You're just going to have to know the song to know what this is all about.
Tick tock, it don't stop. To the tick tock, it don't stop. To the tick tock, it don't stop. To the tick tock, it don't stop.
This is so stupid. Rex, you make us feel real good with your kind contribution. Rex, you know this praise is true. And this is what we'll do. Our thanks to Rex Phillips all the time.
Tick tock to the top, stop to the tick tock to the stop to the.
Our thanks to Rex Phillips. This is so stupid. There, we're done.
We're not quite done
We're done.
because I wrote a song.
Oh, you wrote a song.
So I'm going to sing a song to Ben Jones. All right.
Ben Jones.
Huge supporter of the show.
There you go.
I'll just say that.
Super nice guy, too.
Right. And so I wrote a song.
All right.
So if you'll bear with me, I mean, it's not as good as Joel's. It's true. It's sincerely true. You ready?
Ready.
Okay. Ben, the three of us need look no more. You got us to the convention floor.
Oh, he's getting into it.
Ben, the joy you'll never know. Seats on the second row. And you, our friend, did see. Our stairs were so creepy. Our stairs were so creepy. That's it.
That was on par with anything I did. Like, that was right there.
I don't know.
Is it Beastie Boys? How does that one start again?
Now, here's a little story I'd like to tell.
Listen to it.
Oh,
If
my
you listen
gosh.
to it, that's exactly what it is.
If you guys made it through that, then thank you. And honestly, thank you to everyone who's contributed. I know many people didn't because, you know, it's kind of silly, and I know
Right.
you still listen to the show. Thank you to everyone, but
But
Yeah.
now you want to hear the story. What
So let's get
happened?
into
How did
it.
it go? Well, we're going to tell you.
It was a train wreck. It was an absolute train wreck.
Can't get the cops called on him.
A little bit.
No, let's start into it. So let's just start with the fact that we got Jacob got there first.
I was there first.
On
and
Saturday, Jacob got there first.
We're going to tell this chronologically? Is that the plan?
Yeah, chronologically is kind of the easiest way. But Jacob sends us a picture, and it's a text message picture, and it's just Kate Beckinsale, which you're not supposed to take pictures in there.
And it says, I saw Kate first.
Yeah, he did.
Which is really messed up because, like, you don't even have a list, and she's number one on mine and Joel's list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aside
We
from our
share
wives.
it.
What kind of list
we
is
love our
this?
wives.
It's a list of...
It's just number one celebrity crush. Celebrity crushes, that's all it is.
Right.
So-
Is that what it is, Kent?
It's a little bit more than that.
So
but
the
I
plan
don't
was
want
to
Joel
meet
say family
there.
friendly.
The plan was to meet there at 10:30, and we were going to go to the photo op and then go to the autograph and kind of work it out that way. We get there and find out that, and you also texted us the schedule, that she was only signing autographs at 10 o'clock and then at 4 o'clock, which was a problem because both Kent and I had to be back to our wives and children by around that time.
Right.
And we also found, or I realized once I was there was a huge line and it was not moving. Like Kate was not out when I first showed up. She was 40 minutes late to the
okay.
first
Fashionable
autograph
entrance.
Worth
Yeah, it was. And they cheered for her. It was actually kind of fun. I was there. She came out and everyone's like, yay! And a lot of cheering and stuff. And
So we get there, and all of a sudden we realize we have to jump in line because if we don't do this now, we're not going to be able to do it.
Before that, Jake was there first. I showed up. You showed up. It was really easy to find each other because we were all wearing the same exact
Yes.
T-shirt.
If you want to know what our shirts look like, just go to Baconsale.com or our Facebook page, and we're all wearing our matching shirts. By the way, special thank you to my lovely wife and her friend Jackie for making the shirts. They turned out great. We're very happy with them.
Yes.
So,
Thank you to Joel's wife and friend.
Yes.
Jackie, she has a name, Kent.
Yes.
And friend. No, but so we get there and we have to make this decision. Holy crap, we have a photo op at 11:30. We really only have 20 minutes tops.
We had planned it specifically. We go to the photo op first. She'd see us all wearing matching shirts. We'd say, hey, we have a podcast named after you. We're going to come for an autograph soon. See you soon. And then we have kind of a lead in to the autograph where we're planning to ask for favors.
The reason we planned this whole thing.
That was my plan.
It was your plan, but it was a good plan because we didn't want to be caught off guard or be nervous. So we wanted a plan in place.
Yep.
We also
plan did not work.
had a gift.
Yeah.
We made matching shirts for us, but then we also made a special shirt just for Kate.
And it had a bow on it, and Jake thought the bow was incredibly creepy. Right?
Yeah. I don't want to bash on it now though.
After the fact,
They were pretty harsh on both of you were pretty harsh
I was
on the bow.
the bow seems like a little much. The bow seems like much. This is a creepy present. By the way, I wrapped it for you in this gold glittery bow.
That's the style now.
And so, she receives it and it's like, what do I do with this shirt? I guess I have to unwrap this ribbon now. I just didn't see her doing that much.
It's a present.
It
It's
seemed
all
like a
about
bridge too
presentation.
far. That's all. But
yeah, because a lot of what we were doing wasn't far enough.
I do think I was proven wrong though, given that, and we'll get to that.
Well, so
absolutely.
we get in the line, and first of all, we all stare at each other like, "What do we do?" And then we all stared at Kate Beckinsale for a while. Then we realized we have to get in line now.
No, it was the craziest thing. Like, we've all seen celebrities.
Yeah.
We've met celebrities here and there, I guess. And you walk by all the, the celebrity row or whatever they call it, and you're like, oh, cool, that's that guy's from this TV show. But when you and I looked past the pillar.
Yes.
And we saw Kate Beckinsale smiling at people she was signing autographs for.
It was deer in headlights. Both Kent and I. It was like looking into the deadlights on Stephen King's It. Just frozen.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
it was
And we were
something to
probably
behold.
40 feet away. And then we were we were on the tail end of the line,
Yeah.
which was right next to her.
Yeah.
Like, because, it snakes around.
Well, not yet, because first we got in the overflow area, and like 4 people behind us, they cut off the line and said no one else is getting in. And we were like, wow, that was close. And we were like, are we going to get in before our time? So Jacob, being the great guy that he is, ran over to the photo op area and asked them if we could delay our photo op, which they said, cool.
Yep.
So he comes back, and we're already in that snaking line, and we keep getting close to Kate and then far away from Kate.
And then suddenly you're like 5 feet away from Kate.
That was
and these
bizarre.
boys got giddy. Oh my!
You don't need to call us
freaking gosh!
boys. We were men.
You were boys.
We're older than you, Jacob.
That doesn't help matters.
Now, when you say giddy, I would like you to explain. I would like you to expound a bit on
Foot stomping, hand clapping,
That sounds so
Google
stupid.
eye.
We were like Brendan Fraser at the Golden Globes. No, I apparently, when I get nervous like that, I just start punching my friends.
Yeah,
and I'd
yeah.
start punching these guys in the shoulder like crazy. Like, we're going to do this. We're going to do
We
this.
get each other pumped up. But at the same time, we wanted to be cool. Every time we got near Kate, we tried to be like, "What's up? How's it going?"
Yeah,
As we're wearing
that
matching
was-
pink shirts.
And I'm holding
Yep.
a giant bow on a purple shirt.
So
and Jake's trying to keep his cool.
I am. I'm trying to, and I'm a little worried about what they're going to do when we get up there. So I've got different plans in mind of what I'm going to say. Like jump in and take care of it if these guys start blundering around,
Right.
or hold back if they're doing good. And so we finally work our way
So we
around.
walk around, and it's like a factory here. They're
Right.
like, give us your picture and give us your ticket, give us your picture, move along. Give us your picture, give us your picture, move along.
I've got to be honest. When we, before we ever got into the line, we had to choose a picture and whose name she would sign.
Yes.
Oh,
And they said, whose name would you like on the picture? And Joel and I look at each other, and we clearly know that we both have this interest in her.
Yes.
And so we're like, Kent, Joel, and we kind of stuttered a little bit.
No. My debate.
We both did.
You did in your mind. In my mind, I was saying, should we say Baconsale or should we say our names? I don't.
No,
remember stuttering.
you thought because Jake doesn't love her as much, maybe he doesn't get a signature.
No, that's what you're trying to project your thoughts on me.
I looked at you. We had a moment. We were brain twins.
No, that's not exact. I never thought that. So I said Kent, Joel, and Jacob, and so then we.
and wait, how did you decide that order?
Shut up.
We talked for about 20 minutes about the kind of order that it would be in. Apparently, it's reverse alphabetical.
Okay, when I get nervous, I talk a lot, and so
Like right now on this podcast.
Well, no, I'm not nervous now. It's just among you guys. But at the time, I felt like I had to explain why Jacob was last because I didn't want Jacob to feel bad.
Which he wouldn't have done anyway.
Right. Well, Jacob wouldn't have cared. But in my mind, I'm like, no, Jake, it's okay because I did it in reverse alphabetical order because I feel that'll sound better, and that's how I do it always on the blurbs for the shows and stuff like that.
And I jump in and I'm like, why wouldn't you just do an alphabetical order? If we were a law firm, it would sound better
And
this
so
way.
then he shows me what it sounds like. Go ahead. So what's the alphabetical order?
No, guys, we're getting way off the subject here. This is a big
Jacob, Joel, Kent. You're like, I don't know. That doesn't have a good ring to it.
2 syllables, 1 doesn't work.
Yeah.
But-
And then I was like, but on the show we say Joel, Kent, Jake. So does that make any even more sense? For about 30 minutes, we just kept going with
This
it.
is
And I was
after,
there
though.
going, I really wish I was recording this.
Guys, we're jumping
We
ahead
were
here.
so nervous.
We didn't we're very nervous. My lips were so dry.
All right, let's get around to
Yeah, you're obsessed with chapstick.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give you the pass on the chapstick thing. Like Joel's in there going, and I never knew you even used chapstick because it's not like 1997 and we don't work at a water park.
I hate chapstick until I got on Accutane and then I had to use it. Accutane, the wonder drug. That will kill you.
What?
Yeah.
So you were like, I need chapstick. Do you think anyone here has chapstick?
No,
How can
that's
I
not
find
what it was.
chapstick?
That's not what it was. What it was is I said, I put my hands in my pockets because I was nervous. And
You're
I was
like, oh,
my
no,
lips.
don't
And I
have
went,
chapstick.
I don't have my chapstick. And you have to realize, chapstick is one of those things I keep in my pocket at all times or at my desk or in my car. And as long as I have it, I hardly use it. But if I don't have it, also my lips just and dry up.
And we're popping like mints and
So many mints.
Joel had all these mints, and I'm like, I have gum, but I also need a mint.
Yeah, it's like these 3-hour.
Ken's like, give me that mint. I'm going to refresh my gum.
Can I make a confession?
Yeah.
So I told you that the night before I was so nervous about meeting her
Right.
that I got a zit right on my forehead, basically.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I got this zit. And I had to pop it, just to, sorry.
Hey, kids.
Right? A zit's a zit. And I don't like break out or anything, but I got a zit. Do you know what I did? Because I didn't want to ruin meeting her or ruin the picture.
You made a pact with the devil, didn't you?
I put foundation.
You wore
My
makeup?
top zit. I wore makeup.
gosh, that's a great confession.
No, seriously. I didn't tell you guys because I was nervous then, but I'll tell a couple hundred people now.
Yeah.
I seriously was like, oh no, it's all red. It's just like, oh, what do I do? We're going to get this picture. It's going to last forever. And this is the first time she meets me.
But you do
first
Photoshop.
time. Yes, but still, I didn't want her to be
Still, her
disappointed.
impression. She'd be like, oh, yeah, the one with the zit. I remember.
Yeah. So, of course, I did this little foundation, mixed it in.
All right.
No one was the wiser.
Oh, that is
Until
funny.
now.
That is funny.
So let's jump back to the story, gentlemen. So we get in there. They're doing the factory, moving people around.
Can I be honest about how I felt at this point?
Sure.
There were a few people right in front of us, and we were the next ones to go meet her.
Right.
And so we were on the conveyor belt, as you're saying.
Yep.
And then they're like, hey, you guys are next. As we walked up, I felt like it was like the scariest roller coaster I've ever been on. And we were up to sit on that roller coaster. Is that how you guys felt?
I just couldn't believe it was happening. I kept being like, this is happening. This is happening. This is happening. Like I was freaking out about that.
Right.
And you have to realize, looking at her, even from like me to you away, which Ken and I aren't very far away, I was like, she is so beautiful. Like I can't get over how attractive she is right now.
And you were stalling a lot more. You're so beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
But we get up there.
Yeah. Joel, tell how you made her laugh.
Well, so we get up there, they slide the picture over to her, and then they hand her a pen, and then she'll sign it and smile, whatever, and then hand it to the next person. So they slide our picture over, and they say, Kate, do you want a blue pen? And I said, whatever Kate wants, Kate gets.
No, they said to you, do you want a blue pen?
No, they said to her, because she's signing. What would I do with a blue pen?
No, they told you to pick which one. And then you said whatever Kate
Joel,
wants.
you were actually are wrong, and there's going to be a lot of inconsistencies here.
I was so tunnel visioned.
I actually chose the blue pen. I don't know why.
I have no idea.
Because they asked Jake and I, do you want a blue or black pen? We're like, but
All I
this
heard
one
was
or blue.
I said, whatever Kate wants, Kate gets, and she laughed. And that, to me, ladies and gentlemen, you have to realize, was my favorite moment of the entire day, is when I made Kate Beckinsale laugh. Because she was looking down signing, and she just kind of went, like giggled.
No, but before we actually
That was
got to
awesome.
that point, the three of us walk up. We're three dudes who were just above 6 foot.
Yeah.
All wearing pink shirts that say Baconsale.
They weren't pink, they're bacon colored.
They're pink.
They're like heather red.
Heather red. And so we walk up and we're like, hi, and she smiles and she says, well, what is this?
Yeah, she looked up. Well,
she
was-
said it in a nice way. She was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
what is this? Like,
Yeah. I'll do my impression now too. She was signing down and she looked up and goes, what is this? Like it was kind of like what's going on here? And so then we talked about it before. We rehearsed it in line a couple
Yes,
times.
we did.
But I had the shirt in my hands and I said, Miss Beckinsale, it's an honor to meet you. We're big fans, have been for a long time. In fact, we even named our podcast after you. It's called Baconsale. And she said, "Oh, that's so great! You know, Americans, they don't know how to say my name." And and so she kind of conversed there for a bit. And I said, "And my wife actually made you this shirt with our name on it." And I put it on the table. And she went, "Oh, that's so sweet." Now I said my wife made it because she did. My wife did make it. But originally my plan was to say, hey, we made you this shirt. But I thought if I say my wife made you this shirt, two things are going to happen. One, she's going to realize I'm a happily married man, and my wife is perfectly cool with me meeting her.
so all her
And,
ambitions towards you are probably
Which is
down
weird because
now.
then she actually started looking at me more. Like you were front and center, but then she looked at me and I was like,
It's because you went, awkward.
And I go, hey, we don't mean to be awkward at all. And in fact, when we started asking her for more, like we were like, can we get some audio for our podcast? And by the way,
oh, hold on, yeah.
Well, you're totally jumping the gun here. Let's back it up. Let's treasure every second that happened.
I do, and I did.
So we get up there and we explain the podcast, and then we say.
We didn't explain the podcast.
Well, no, we didn't explain. We said we named our podcast after you.
It's too confusing to actually explain all that. We're not going to waste our time there.
And you have to realize time.
We
is
named it
slowing
after
down
you.
Here. So then she says, Americans don't know how to say my name, and I said, we were looking for a name that was memorable and catchy and attractive, and so we thought your name would make a great thing for that. And then Kent goes, and awkward, or what'd you say?
Not awkward at all.
Not awkward at all.
Not
That's what it was.
awkward at all.
And she laughed at that.
Yeah.
And so it was like, we've made her laugh twice now. So,
By the way, can I just say, you guys really owe me for that.
for what?
I think this is I told you so moment.
Wait, what do you mean?
Baconsale. I was the champion
Oh, come
of
on.
Baconsale.
No, you weren't.
I was. You guys
No,
hated
you
on this
were
name
not.
forever.
Is he really trying to pull this off right now?
I'll give it to him.
I won't.
I championed this.
wanted
You know how many
Baconsale.
times you said no to Baconsale?
I wanted Baconsale.
If we didn't have that name, Joel, what would we have done?
This is an odd time to take this argument.
It's not an argument. I just wanted a quick gimme. That's all.
No, I'm not giving you that.
Kid's giving it to me.
You wanted Cool Guy
That's
Podcast.
a good soundbite. Anyways.
So then, honestly, I'll let you know, after that moment, I don't remember much else.
No, because actually,
messed up.
then we all kind of jump in. Jake's saying a few things. I'm saying a few things. In fact, you
And we
started
say a few
saying...
things. This is all like 2-3 minutes tops.
Right. You start saying something, but I'm not sure if it was English. Because you went, from your view, and then you went, blah.
No, I said something says, and I didn't mean to say says. I meant to say said or something, and that's all I remember. I don't remember what I was saying, but I went, says. Oh, why did I say says? Ugh.
And I used that opportunity to jump in.
You did.
And be like, and then Jake was like, hey, can we get some audio? I know this is kind of strange.
Well, you said, didn't you say, we have a favor to ask you?
Yes.
No, I said favor.
You said favor?
Yeah, there was a moment of silence. She looked down to write, and I was like, okay, now's the time because she's been really receiving us warmly, And so I
She
say,
was so kind.
Actually, we have a favor to ask you.
So gracious.
And she's like, what is it?
Jake's
And-
got his phone in hands.
And I have my phone in my hand. I was like, would you mind saying, this is Kate Beckinsale, and you've been listening to Baconsale? And she's like, yes.
She said, sure.
Yeah, she
And
was
then-
like, sure, but she had like 4 handlers, and they
Yes.
just look at her like, your publicist doesn't really want you to do anything extra like
Yeah, they
this.
jump in. They even put like their hand on her arm, like,
Yeah.
whoa, Kate.
Kate, you don't
like,
have to do this.
You don't have to do this. Remember, your publicist said you don't have to. And she's like, look at these guys. They put a lot
No,
of
this
effort
is when I
into
play
this.
good cop, and I'm like, you know what? You can say no. You can say no. Please don't say no. Please
and
don't
she
say no.
said, and then she goes, no, this isn't just anyone. These boys put a lot of effort into this. Or boys, I don't know if she said boys. These guys.
Probably
or whatever.
boys,
It's
yeah.
probably
Probably
boys.
boys.
Yeah.
But she said they put a lot of effort into this. And so then she recorded the audio bit, which we played at the first of this. And not only that, but she started to record, and then she noticed someone was talking on a bullhorn. So she actually went, hold on. And she held up her finger. That's why there's that little dead space at the beginning. And then she recorded it. And it was amazing.
And it sounds amazing.
It does.
And so, thankfully, Joel got the courage back after, misspeaking. And he goes, thank you so much. This means a lot. Basically that whole thing. Then
you can hear it at the very end of the audio. You can hear me go, "You are amazing." Thank you so much.
Something she was not doing, because she had a marker in hand the whole time. She wasn't really touching people.
Yep.
They keep Purell and all that kind of stuff, but she wasn't. And Joel goes, "Thank you."
No, I said thank you, and I went, "May I?" And I put my hand out.
He gets a handshake, and so Jake and I are both kind of walking away, and then we come back. And
I'm like, whoa, Joel went for a handshake. And then Ken's like, I'm getting a handshake.
Well, the worst part was...
And then I'm like, I better not leave without a handshake then.
The worst part is, normally I have very warm hands. It's just kind of the way I am, and they get sweaty very easy. But now it was cold and sweaty, and so, I'm like...
You were
thank
nervous.
I'm like, may I? And then she's, yeah. And I shook her hand, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, my hands are cold and clammy. And then Kent said, I'm sorry, my hands are cold too, or something like that.
Mine too.
My hands are cold right now, just even remembering.
And then I was like, my hands are perfect, and I shook her hand.
Yeah.
So it's funny, because then we're like...
No.
Kind of giddy. We were on...
Kind of.
We were on...
We walked away doing high fives.
We're on cloud 9. One of the handlers goes, we're 5 feet away. Hey, guys, do you actually want the autograph?
I know.
We forgot a picture because we got what we came for.
No, play the clip. Play the clip.
Yes.
Again?
Play the audio
Yes.
clip. Yes, please play it again.
All right. Let me find it.
Because that's the thing is, I thought it was so funny that we got so much done, and yet we forgot the autograph, which is what we paid for.
Here we go.
Okay, here's the audio clip again.
This is Kate Beckinsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
And then we get you going, you are the woman of my dreams.
Oh, man. So that was the autograph. We walked away high-fiving.
No, we went
chest
behind
bumping.
the pillar where she couldn't see us.
We did.
Yeah.
And we did this jumping high five.
We're so stupid.
Wearing matching pink or whatever heather red shirts.
Heather, yeah.
And it was amazing.
It was fantastic.
It
And
was.
I remember just looking at her and thinking she is strikingly beautiful. And
Right.
I remember looking at her eyes and being like, I can't even tell what color those are. They're just beautiful, beautiful eyes. And I just remember thinking how perfect she looked.
Do you guys feel like we're 12-year-olds and
Yes.
we're talking about Harry Styles?
Oh, everyone right now is rolling their eyes. at
They
us.
are. They
As they should be, because I'm trying to take a step back from this.
But
we sound ridiculous.
We do sound ridiculous, but I want you to take a moment, listener, and just think about your number one celebrity crush and how you would react just being that close to him and being able to talk to him, and then then cast a stone.
Right.
But
So it was right after then we basically get into line for pictures.
Yes.
Which takes about a half hour. So
Yes.
we're
The
all-
photo ops, yeah.
Yeah, the photo ops. We're all kind of hungry. We're still coming off this
trying to figure out what to
high.
do.
oh, it was such a high, and it was so fun too because we ran into people, listeners,
Yes.
who wanted to take pictures with us. So it was kind of weird. We're standing in line to meet a celebrity that we're all giddy about, and someone would be like, "Baconsale, can I have a picture with you?" And I could see all the other people in line looking at us
Like, who the heck are you
Who are
guys?
these guys?
Yeah, by the second person, the people next to us were like, okay, who are these guys?
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
had a bunch of people ask about the shirts too. Just like, what is Baconsale? Like one of the security guys was asking us, and a couple of the security guys
Marketing.
it worked out great. But the photo op line, for those of you who don't know, the autograph is just this meet and greet at a table. You have a very brief interaction.
Mm-hmm.
The photo op is a professional photograph done with the celebrity just standing there. So we get in line for that.
It's one take, just to let you know.
Oh yeah, it's scary.
Like you pay X amount of money, whether it's like $30 for one celebrity or $135 for Kate Beckinsale.
After taxes, it was like $150.
Isn't that crazy?
152 after taxes. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's ridiculous.
For one picture, and if you close your eyes, if you pull a dumb face,
Yeah.
you're toast. I mean, that's your
If
picture.
you slouch down and look shorter than her, it's just done.
It's basically like getting a bad yearbook
wouldn't happen.
photo, and it lasts for
Yes.
X amount of time.
And I never realized this before, but the poor celebrities,
Yes.
they're standing there, and it's just like 1, 2, 3, flash. 1, 2, 3, flash.
And
1, 2, 3.
they've got to be on their game too. Like, so if somebody says something, they got to be ready. But it's just
Yeah.
like smile, pose, smile, pose, smile, pose. You could see her; she was like sweating under the light, and it was not a
Well, she
comfortable
saw
spot.
me again. So
She was glistening.
So we got
But,
it. Do we want to just jump to getting there?
Well,
Yeah.
is
there anything else?
It had to be so uncomfortable for her. But the best part was we go in there and they're like very fast. It's very just
like they're like, know your pose.
How many are you? Okay, what's your know your pose? Get up there. How many are you? What's your pose? Get up there. So we talked about it, how we were all going to be like, oh my gosh, this is Kate Beckinsale pose, and she was going to be like, yes, I'm Kate Beckinsale pose. But we got in there. There wasn't even a chance to talk to her.
No.
Except we walk up and she looks at us, looks at our shirts, and says, "Oh, it's my posse."
We are Kate Beckinsale's posse.
Boom!
Isn't that great?
So she totally remembered us from 45 minutes before.
Right.
And then she smiled when she saw us. And it was just 1, 2, 3. We posed however we thought we should.
We were all trying to point at her, but it looks like I'm flexing with my fingers pointed.
It looks like Jacob's trying to poke her arm, and it looks like I'm holding her hand.
It does.
And it looks like I'm shorter than her.
Very
I want to state for the record.
Shorter.
You can find the picture once again on Facebook.com, or Facebook.com, Baconsale.com, or on our Facebook page.
Or probably
or
the
Twitter.
profile picture for this episode.
Yeah, exactly. But I was slouching down and kind of hunching over like, yeah, it's Kate Beckinsale. But she's 5'7".
And she's got 3-inch heels.
And she's got big heels.
this.
And then I'm 5'10". So there should be some difference
But
there.
you were doing like this, hey buddy, hey little buddy sort of picture thing.
Dude,
No, he was
selling the air.
He's like, look what I did, Mom. Like that.
Honestly, I couldn't believe that we were just there. And I actually was very tempted because, like, when you get a picture, you all kind of huddle up and, like, put your arm around people and stuff like that.
Right.
I was tempted to kind of just put my arm on her back, just like normal as I would do with people.
I think you could have, but at the same time, who
But
knows?
the thing is, I wanted to just treat her with the utmost respect.
Right.
That's what it came down
I
to.
thought we were going to do like a pose where she lays across all our arms, and then
I get the
we
bus
talked
smiles
about,
at the camera.
about that, but that didn't happen.
yeah, we talked about it, and you said start saying weird things, and we're not going to mention on the
No,
show.
I did. That was Joel.
What was me? Oh, wanted to carry her?
Yeah, but you said
Oh.
you were going to hold from the...
Anyways,
What are you even talking about? I have no idea. Jacob
Jacob cut this
joke.
later.
Okay.
You said you wanted to hold from the top. You said I would hold from the top.
No, we were saying
That's
we were
what you said.
Oh, God, Jacob, that's out of context.
You can cut
I
this.
didn't
kid.
understand it
I'm
either.
glad we. I'm glad
I
we
didn't know what you said. Like, I
Let's
didn't know
spend
what it
more
meant.
time on this weird thing no one cares about. So,
There's no way people wouldn't care about that.
so we get through, and we look at the pictures, and so we're carrying around the autograph like it's gold.
Yeah.
And then we get this photograph picture as well, because when you get in the autograph line, they hand you a photograph that she signs.
Correct.
The photo op is a printed out picture, like right after you get it done. And it's actually pretty fast. And we're like, what are we going to do with these? Do we run them back to the car? Do we do this? Do we that? And all of a sudden, someone says, "Hey, Wade, he got a cover for you."
Yeah, you gave us a sleeve.
So it's a protective
awesome.
sleeve.
Yeah, thanks, Wade.
And so our sweaty fingers, which, by the way, were very sweaty,
Very sweaty.
did not ruin these great photos, which are sitting right in front of
Yes,
us right now,
we
and
actually
will
have
be
them.
in every episode.
They are inspirational. But we have the pictures here, and then Wade gave us the cover so we could carry it with us the whole time. So thank you, Wade. That was very cool of you. And then we were just like, okay, guys, all we have left is the panel.
And it was kind of like at this point, like our day was made. Like we got this interaction, we got to be like within inches of Kate Beckinsale.
And she did not find us creepy. So that was
Right.
my goal.
Yep.
And so
the
yeah,
panel's
there was
next.
still the panel.
Yeah. So the panel, we were all very hungry because this is probably about, 12:30 at this point?
Right.
And her panel started at 1. So we thought, okay. Well, I was saying, let's go get food because I knew Kent had mentioned he's hungry. Jacob said he was hungry. I was getting hungry too. But then Jacob and Kent were like, no, we're not getting food. And I'm like, let's just go look at it. Let's go
It wasn't
see.
worth it.
No, we got to get into our panel. We got to get in. So we thought we were going there to go wait in line to get into our panel. We get there, no line.
Well, no line because it was Jeremy Renner's panel, so it was a huge one. There were seats for about what would you guys say, like 8,000? 5 to 8,000?
Yeah, it was huge.
And there were still some empty seats right in the back, and so we're thinking, hey, they're not going to kick people out. People can just stay for the Kate Beckinsale one after this.
In fact, we asked people, did they clear out the room? And they said no. And we're like, oh, cool.
Right.
So we go.
No, so yeah, we sit down, and Jeremy Renner's like mumbling about something about not liking being in Avengers or something like that.
So that one ends. Everybody, like, we were only in there for like 10 minutes.
So, because here's the thing is, I don't think any of us were listening to anything Jeremy Renner, who's a celebrity, I might add, was
Right.
saying. We're all looking at our pictures. I was live tweeting it, which you can actually go on Twitter and follow the hashtag Beckinsale.
Baconsale meets Beckinsale.
Thank you. Hashtag Baconsale meets Beckinsale.
Americans just can't say it right, Joel.
I had to squeeze next to that guy back there who did like
hawking
his
up
leg
along.
is like touching me.
No,
Like,
I actually wish that happened for the whole hour and a half.
oh,
because
that would have been so
your
terrible.
face when things started coming out.
Yeah.
He was like,
He started
it was like this
coughing and
hack
hacking.
snort thing next to me is loud, like shockingly loud,
Jacob's
like
eyes were
fire
huge.
alarm loud, like
Yeah.
right in my ear.
I wish we stayed there.
Oh, that was great.
So, like,
this is way in the back, though.
As soon as the Renner panel ended, like it was like, okay, split, go find seats.
Yeah, Jacob said, you guys go find good seats. I'm going to find great seats. And we said, cool. So we run up there, Ken and I go, and we kind of meander up. And then we get pretty far. And then all of a sudden, Jacob, you saw Phil, right?
Yep, I spotted Phil, and he was on the phone, and he was waving, and
And Phil's from Podbash.
yep, and we did a little back and forth thing, and then he's like waving us in, and I was like, yes,
It was
is there seats
basically
for
like
all
on
of
the
us?
seventh row,
Yeah, seventh, eighth row.
Yeah, it
somewhere
was
in
great
there.
seats.
And so I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, this is awesome.
Super cool of them.
Like,
Super
so
cool.
great.
I love that people were just looking out for us. I'm like, you guys are amazing to help us out like this because Really, I didn't expect anything
We're
like
just
that.
a couple boys trying to see a girl that we love. I mean,
That sounds like a...
a Jerry Maguire sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just a boy.
We're just a couple boys standing at the door.
Yeah.
So we're sitting by Phil, and we're all settled in, and we're like, okay, this is great.
This
We've
is
done
amazing.
great.
This is
and
amazing.
then, Kent,
So Ben, who we thanked earlier,
Yeah,
goes,
Ben Jones, who helped us
he
get
goes,
tickets.
hey, guys, I got seats. Oh, up here. And we're like, what do you mean up here? Because we are sitting up here. And he's like,
And you have to realize we're sitting in the regular folk seats, and there's these reserved seats that have covers on them, special covers. And so we stayed away from those because they said those are reserved.
yeah, it was like reserved media seats or something.
right.
Yeah.
So we got to go up to those seats, and it was literally like second row.
Yeah, I actually counted it was fourth row.
Okay.
But
Right
there
in
wa-
front of the stage,
There was
though.
nothing in front of us because they'd
Right.
taken out the seats to make room for the press little barrier.
Yeah, like it came out, like the stage came out like a triangle, and then we were like right dead center.
I wonder if people even. We're going into so much detail.
I know.
How people are like, whatever.
Well, the stage was like 5 feet in
I
front
know,
of
but
me.
like
you
to
know?
me, it makes no sense. But I just suddenly went out of us and went, "Wow, people are still listening to this."
And I would say this is the lesser part because, I mean, we got to be within inches, and this was maybe 15, 20 feet.
Yeah, but still,
But still, to see her be quite funny up on stage.
she was really funny.
And I
Even
recorded
to some of the questions that were asked.
yeah.
Like, she actually
There were
had
some
pretty
weird
quick
questions.
responses.
Like the kid who asked if you were a photon, would you warm people's skin or give them cancer?
Right.
And she said she'd give him a UTI.
And the tuckable chocolate was good,
Yes.
too.
Well, we won't go to that. But you can actually see the
Let's go
entire
into that.
panel. Jacob recorded the entire panel on his phone, and bless your heart for doing so because I have watched it since then. And it's on YouTube. If you just look up Kate Beckinsale Fan X
Yep.
2016.
I
or something
tweeted
like
it
that.
out
Wait,
from
you were
my
recording
account
the whole
as
time?
well
He
as
was.
Baconsale's
The whole
account.
show.
It was about
Because
30 minutes.
I would look over at one point, and Joel was taking pictures of me, like my profile. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, just seeing how happy you are.
I was just live tweeting what was going on, and so I missed a lot of what she said because I was trying to send a tweet out or something like that. And so you're recording. I got some jokes I didn't hear before. It was really fun to watch. So we'll probably tweet it out from the Baconsale account too. But it's just on YouTube. If you look it up on YouTube, you'll probably be able to find it.
I did this morning, actually.
Yeah.
Baconsale account, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, go look it up if you want to see.
What we didn't do is we didn't ask a question, which we should have.
We should have. We should have gone up there and asked a question because that would have been the icing on the cake where we would have got there and be like, "Hello, Ms. Beckinsale." She's like, "Oh, the Baconsale boys again."
Right.
Boom.
Exactly.
She said our name, but we didn't. We were just having too much fun just sitting down there watching her interact with with the different people that came up and asked questions. So
I mean, is that the ending, basically?
essentially that's the ending. We went over to the City Creek and ate at Red Iguana and just stared at the picture and talked about how awesome it was.
I couldn't get that
There's a lot
picture
of
out of your
high-fiving.
hands. Like, I'm like, can I hold it for a little bit? And you're like, no.
I didn't say no.
No, you're like, I've been holding it most of this time.
And then
I'm
he
like,
punched Kent in the
can I
face and
just
then he
hold it a
ran.
little bit?
oh, guys, can I tell the sweetest moment of the day?
Yeah.
All right.
So we eat at Red Iguana. We're all having a great time. We're enjoying ourselves.
Stop it.
And
Don't
then-
even.
I am because then we decided, okay, it's time to go home. Kent had to go home to his sick kids, and I
Yeah.
had to go home to take care of my wife or let my wife go to her thing. And then we start to leave, and Kent's like, "I'm parked down here," and we start
Yeah,
to
so we're
separate.
splitting up.
And then Jacob goes, "Hey guys, bring it in." And he holds out his arms, and we do a group hug right there by the fountain in City Creek.
Nordstrom's.
3 guys in heather red shirts giving a hug to basically say, job well done.
Seriously, though, guys, I cannot tell you. It went like clockwork. It was so. It worked out so well. I actually did say a couple times, prayers are answered, because it just worked
Well,
out
because
so
you prayed
rare.
about it.
I did. But the thing is, it just worked out so well, and I was on such a high. I could not stop smiling for the rest of the day because it was just such a wonderful experience. And listener, we could not have done it without your help.
Seriously.
True. Thank you.
We fully acknowledge that this is all because of you, and we are so grateful.
So, Joel, can I ask you, because I know one of your big worries was you're going to see Kate Beckinsale, and she's either going to be mean
Yep.
or plastic looking.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts now?
She has easily cemented herself into my number one celebrity crush position for the next decade. She was super gracious, super kind, alarmingly beautiful. Like she just didn't seem real.
No.
But I say real, not in that sense, because she was just like, she looked like a normal person. She didn't look plastic, and she looked beautiful and was so kind. I'm gushing, but she's amazing. What about you?
Ditto.
Yeah.
Like, it was
I'm
difficult.
sorry, Margot Robbie. It's just not going to happen.
It was
Robbie Still is
difficult.
not happening.
difficult to look at her because she was that intimidating looking,
Yeah.
but also easy to look at her at the same time. And I do have to say that I do think Jake was taken by her, whether he wants to admit it or not.
No, she's a very beautiful woman, and I know we haven't said it, and maybe it doesn't really matter, but she's 42 now, right? And I saw her, and I'm going to be like, you could be in your late 20s. Like you look that good. She had a glow, and she definitely looked good. Yeah.
I mean, as you were describing you trying to record her
yeah,
voice.
so I'm holding, there's this awkward moment we didn't describe, but like I'm holding the phone and I'm trying to decide, it's like, do I have it 2 inches from her mouth?
How close can I get to her face?
Yeah, like where is the right spot here? And I'm looking very closely at her mouth from like literally like my arm's length, and it's a little weird for a moment, and I'm like, yeah, this is a beautiful woman, and yeah.
And you have to realize, for those who are out there who aren't men, men's brains turn off when beautiful women come around. It's just kind of like, I don't even know how to react to this. Like your brain just short circuits. And honestly, I think that's why a big chunk of the autograph session is just gone, because I was just not prepared.
You did well, though, Joel.
We got through it okay.
And I do want to say, like, I was worried about you guys, like, fumbling a little bit, and I was there, and I was ready, and Joel opened, and you did great.
Thank you.
You did great.
Appreciate it. And we did go back to the table to take kind of we are going to be posting a photo album on our Facebook page of all our adventures there, kind of the same pictures on Twitter, but with a couple more. And one of the things we noticed, we went back to our table to kind of do a we did it picture, and we noticed that the shirt was still on the table of her belongings. Like, it was there. So...
with her water bottle and stuff,
yeah, with
right?
the water bottle and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that's good. So there's hope.
Once again, thanks to my wife for making the shirts and for making that for Kate. That was very cool of you. So, love you, honey.
It was the fourth best day of my life.
Wait,
you're going to have to count down now.
Batman vs. Superman premiere.
Okay.
The day the PlayStation 4 came out.
Got married.
Yeah.
I have 2 kids.
Right.
I met Kate Beckinsale.
Wow,
that's way up there.
Isn't that crazy?
Man, it's gonna bump
This
me.
is the last Saturday.
I can't use that same method, though. Otherwise, Kate Beckinsale is going to be like 16th because of all my kids.
Like, I would say like my first kiss, but that was kind of awkward and, strange.
Yeah. No, it was an amazing experience. It really was an amazing experience, and it's going to be one that I'll never forget. So
we should do that some episode. We all describe our first kiss.
Yes.
Really? No. That's what's going to happen?
This is so bizarre. I think we've rounded it.
We have. We're done.
Anything else you guys want to bring up?
Just the fact that we're going to hope to get her on the show. So I hope she doesn't listen to this episode.
Well, I did consider briefly going back in line after these guys left, paying another $130 just to ask her, because she'd been so receiving before that I thought there was a pretty good chance. But I almost want her to stay up there, like on the pedestal for you guys. And I don't want to lose that. Like, so I was a little nervous, honestly, to invite her. What if she says yes? What if it becomes casual? I don't know.
Yeah.
But
no, it really couldn't have gone better. There's a couple things we could have done differently. Like, we could have asked her a question. We could have pitched her the show. But honestly, it was such a pleasant experience that I'm like, you know what? Actually, I hope she doesn't listen to this show, because it will be kind of embarrassing.
Right.
It would be gushing. Yeah. But honestly, it was an amazing experience. And thank you, listener, once again.
We could not have done it without you.
Yep. And I probably will invite her eventually. In fact, I'm sure I will. I got her publicist's email. We'll see what happens.
Her publicist who told her not to record things, and then we have a clip of her.
I know, right? Like,
talking.
I'd be like, hey, she broke your rules before, so maybe she will again. Will you ask?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. I think there's no other way to end this.
I think I know what you're going to do.
But by this.
This is Kate Beckinsale. You're listening to Baconsale.
This is stupid. This is stupid. This is so stupid. So stupid. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. So stupid. And it's stupid? This is so stupid. This is so stupid. There's going to be a supercut of me saying that at the end of this, isn't there?